This video is about a cruise to the Panama Canal. But before that, I had to get from St. Louis to San Antonio. I decided to ride on Amtrak. On my trip, Amtrak was on time, comfortable, safe, and in every way a pleasure. I had a roomette where I slept like a baby in a nice bed with a fresh, warm blanket. The very best advertising for Amtrak is to take a trip in an airplane. There is just no comparison between the two for convenience and comfort and the pleasure of being on the move. Amtrak's Texas Eagle left St. Louis in the early evening. The route was south through the boot heel of Missouri into Arkansas and then west across Arkansas to Texarkana. Before we were even properly out of the St. Louis metro area, I was enjoying a pleasant meal included in the ticket price. Because it was dark outside, there was very little to look at. I retired early and was up the next morning at daybreak. We had already completed the Arkansas part of the journey. I had seen none of it. As we entered Texas at Texarkana, I was happy to sit in my roomette lounge chair and make photographs as we rolled across East Texas, headed for Dallas. This is likely enough about the train ride. I really do want to emphasize that Amtrak is the way to go if Amtrak is going in the direction that you're headed. Here's a nice nighttime photograph of Austin. The location is just where the southbound train crosses the Colorado River. And with that, we will transition into the time in San Antonio. San Antonio has a network of expressways and overpasses that soar into the sky. Some may find the altitude intimidating. In one of these images, we are very near to the highest overpass in the United States. This is the San Antonio home of my niece and her husband. They do not have grass in their front yard. They do have a beautiful big oak tree, and they have other native vegetation which does not require gallons and gallons of water to be poured onto it. They have an environmentally aware landscaping effect. I am very proud of them for that. And I think they have a very nice front yard. Without giving undue time or attention to the flight on an airplane from Texas to Florida, let us say that we got there. The cruise company had arranged accommodations at a nice hotel in Fort Lauderdale. We have a photo of the swimming pool which was just outside of our room. It was a nice pool, a clean hotel, a good evening meal, and a proper night's rest. And then, the next day, we caught a shuttle bus over to the port where we boarded our ship and we started our cruise.
I'm so sorry. I have never done that in 3 years. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. I'll say yes and no.
And just hold on to it because I'm dangerous.
Be careful.
Okay.
I'm an old lady.
There's nothing else to say. That was entirely my fault. We're going to count you in. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Has anyone ever hit you in the face with a microphone before?
Not in recent years.
Not in recent years, but maybe sometime in the past.
Once upon a time, I got hit in the mouth with a microphone.
What were you doing?
I was giving a talk
On what?
on a sewing machine.
Oh, a sewing machine. You a seamstress?
I've always sewed, yes.
You did so well, and I feel so guilty. Voice for both, how long did she last?
30 seconds.
Give her a big round of applause. 30 seconds down, my love. Hold on to me, it's the least I could do. All right, let's give her another round of applause as she returns to her seat.
Our first port of call on the cruise was Falmouth in Jamaica. These two gentlemen had an attractive open-air display of carved wooden mementos. The large wooden turtle is the only souvenir item I bought on the entire trip. We're looking out across the shopping area toward another cruise ship and a nice sunset. I'm happy with the colors. Costa Rica was our next port of call. We had a great day there. We had a boat excursion through a nature preserve up along a canal, and then we had a ride on an old antique passenger train with open-air windows. I don't believe I'm going to get any awards for my nature photography on this leg of the trip. I do have one picture of one wild animal that we saw. There were others, but this is the only photo I got. I'm including this picture of the backside of our ship because it has 3 members of our group, and also because the next set of pictures will be in the canal zone. I would like you to have a pretty good idea of the size of our ship. Please look at the stern of it and observe the upper deck as well as the promenade area below the upper deck. I made some of the canal photos from up there. Here is the approach to the first lock. My eye was on that amazing bridge and the sunrise. I think that this bridge ranks right up there with the canal itself as an engineering marvel. The canal reflects the pride and the awareness of the management and of the employees. It is spotlessly clean. It is orderly. It is efficient. Most impressive. This shows our ship in the topmost third lock. The other 2 locks that we have transited are clearly visible behind us. We're now entering Gatun Lake, which is the waiting area for all ships to go back down to the ocean level, whether they're going east or west. The majority of the passengers had day trips in the canal zone, but we had not arranged them ahead of time as was necessary. We decided to use the day to explore the almost empty ship. This is the lounge and the topmost observation deck. There's a bar and a dance floor, but every time we went in, it was quiet and peaceful. This is a shipping container facility on the Caribbean side of Panama. What they do is offload containers from the large ships and transport those containers across via rail. This is Aruba. It's the last port before we return to Florida. The ship's crew put out Christmas decorations for our return journey. This is the grand central area in the midst of the ship, and it occupies 3 floors and a significant amount of floor space. This was not the first time the 4 of us have been on a cruise together, and I'm sure we will cruise again. I love all 3 of you so much. And now, one final sunset as Amtrak takes me out of Texas and towards Arkansas for another good night's rest.